it wasn't weight loss, truthfully, that I was interested in pursuing. It was more stress. And you addressed that in our talk, and how, you know, food can affect your moods, can affect your stress levels, etc. And that's what resonated with me, because at the time, that's what I was looking to alleviate stress, really more than weight loss or anything else. So this has been a total body transformation. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a total transformation. And yes, there's been a significant size reduction, if you will.
Is that something you feel comfortable sharing? Like you don't have to tell us your pant size.
Yeah, I wouldn't, but it's been significant. Yeah, I mean, I would say, honestly, I'm not good at remembering that or focusing on it, but I'd say at least 2, I think, yeah. 2
pant sizes.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. And do you have any idea of how much weight that you have lost?
I would say maybe 35, 40 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I'm not exaggerating. It wasn't that difficult. The weight was a surprise to me. Honestly, I didn't feel deprived at all. My main thing was stress and alleviating processed foods from my diet to help with that. And the results have been amazing, honestly. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the benefits, much more energy, much easier for, you know, to get around when you dropped a lot of weight and you're doing things correctly, so you feel a lot better. So the day-to-day stuff has gotten easier. And I'll tell you, the one problem I do have is I've been doing this for so long, I kind of forgotten how I used to feel. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I felt good for so long. Yeah. When I started to think back on it, it's kind of hard to remember. But it's a great feeling from when I first started.
And how?
I would say the results come very, very quickly. You know, weight, I suppose, I wasn't really focused on that. But as far as feeling energized mentally, the results come very, very quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah, well, with me, I don't cook, and I never have, and honestly, I really don't do a lot, but I had to learn how to look at things differently. I mean, for breakfast, I was always used to just like having a lemon square or something, and I ate a lot out of the snack machine here at work, so that's what I needed help with. What do I do? Honestly, what do I do? Because it was never anything that I did before to eat healthy. I just thought I was with, you know, low-calorie snacks and stuff, but obviously I hadn't been.
You haven't been cooking a lot, but you're still eating clean.
Honestly, I haven't cooked at all. I mean, I do make my own breakfast, and you know, I do make lunch, but that's not cooking, you know, that's just putting aside.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. So having a coach helped me greatly as far as that goes. Now, as far as the stress goes, I mean, that's obvious. What do I do? How do I think about things differently? How do I breathe? You know, stuff like that was, I couldn't have done it myself. I can tell you that right now. I couldn't have even come close to my potential if I tried to do it myself. It just wasn't going to happen. And I'm an avid reader. I know, you know, I've looked into this stuff a lot. So even with that knowledge, it wasn't going to do it. Well, you know, what I found with the program was in between our telephone meetings, I'd jot things down. You know, here's what I'm thinking about. Here's what I need information on. And it's much easier to speak with somebody who's like you, who's got the answers just like this, as opposed to me to write it down and then probably put it with some other paperwork and then not have the time to go and look it up. And normally things are compounded, so you look at, you know, one side of your question, but then something else comes of it. And if you have to do that yourself, it can get away from you, and then you're just going to say, you know what, forget it.
Right.
Whereas when we work together, you'd give me an explanation. If I needed a follow-up, I got it immediately. Good. The food, eating cleanly is the way to go. It just, once you started, honestly, it's not tough to stick with. The 90-10 makes it very easy. I never really felt deprived, and as you know, there were certain things that I just said I'm not gonna cut out completely. That's what I use the 10% for.
Right.
So that made it the thing. The other stuff, the thing is, when you start eating cleanly, it tastes a lot better, you feel better, everything's better for you. Once you get on that bandwagon, if you will, it's very easy to stick to. And the 10% gives you the wherewithal to, do what you want. The other thing I found is where I eat out a lot of the places are doing the farm to table stuff, so you can even go out to eat and be able to eat cleanly. So it's not that difficult.
Yeah, good. That's what people need to hear.
They really do, absolutely, because that's your greatest fear. If you're somebody like me that goes out a lot, it's like, what, I gotta stay home and do this? I don't think so, yeah. This sort of eating resonates with your body, where the processed foods will bother you and things. When you start eating cleanly, what makes it easier is that it's good for you and you like it, and it's just good. I mean, it works. So that makes it easy. It's good for you. You want to do it, and you go on from there.
And would you say that this has become a lifestyle for you?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. No, I mean that. There's no question about that.
Good. Awesome. Good.